Hey everyone, it's Alex and welcome to Altered Academy. In this video, we're going to be doing a comparison of the boosters for the Beyond the Gates Set 1 and the Kickstarter boosters. We're going to be opening 5 of each and comparing what we get, checking it out, and having some fun. I was actually going to do entire boxes of these, and I thought to myself, you know what, like, that's a lot of cards. And as much as I really do like doing unboxings, and I like watching unboxings, to do like a 4-hour video of me opening both, I mean, that's probably a lot. I don't even watch those whole videos. I was thinking maybe on the release day, if you guys really want, maybe we'll open up a whole box of the Altered Beyond the Gates set, and if that's what you guys want, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe we'll make it happen. But regardless, I'm really looking forward to this video because it's going to be interesting to see how the two products compare. And also worth noting is that this is the European print from Cartamundi, I believe it's called, and this is the digital print from North America. So it's pretty interesting to see that I actually have both types of prints that are occurring here, and so I can give you some comparisons of those as well. Let's get started. Before we dive into the pack opening, it's worth noting that the two packs actually have some differences based on their pack contents. The Altered Kickstarter edition has an increased chance for rares, an increased chance for uniques. It also has a guaranteed foil hero, and it also has an extra card, which is a 50% chance for a common and a 50% chance for a rare. Conversely, the standard Beyond the Gates booster pack has 1 hero card, 3 rares, 8 commons, and the opportunity to replace a rare card with a unique at a lower hit rate, okay? When you compare the two, you can see why there's some like fervor around getting the Kickstarter packs. The Kickstarter packs, generally speaking, and this is kind of what this comparison video takes a look at as well, is going to have like more hits and more cards, and I think that's part of the appeal for it. Now, with that being said, as of recording, the Kickstarter boosters are like literally double the cost for not double the number of cards compared to what is the planned retail release of Beyond the Gates. So I mean, hey, cost is probably a factor as well, but I just wanted to highlight some of the differences that we're going to see while opening our packs. Okay, so I've never made a video like this before. I hope it all goes well, and one thing I will say right off the top here is that the actual packaging of the Beyond the Gates booster is incredible. It looks so nice. It actually looks better than the Beyond the Gates Kickstarter edition, to be honest with you. There's something about the finish of this pack. It really stands out, and so I'm actually really excited to crack these open here. What we're going to do is we're going to open one Beyond the Gates and then one Kickstarter edition as well, and what I'm going to try and do as well is open them in such a way where I don't reveal the QR codes, but if I do, feel free to try and steal them. I'm going to scan them before I upload the video, you scammers, but anyways, let's get started here. I'm going to start with the Beyond the Gates booster pack here. We're going to open it up. Actually, it's funny because they're actually sealed in a different way as well. This one here has a much looser kind of back to it. I know that sounds really random, but this is how I figure it might be the best way. So obviously we have the token, that's the Ordis Recruit. And then we have the Grand Endeavor, and I'm going to try and adjust the card here while I get used to this here. Grand Endeavor, at noon, target expedition moves forward 1 region. Pretty damn cool. That is an out-of-faction rare from Ordis. We also have the 3 Little Pigs. Pretty interesting here. If you control one or more landmarks, gain +1 boost. I actually really like this card. This, of course, is another out-of-faction rare for us. We're going to go here. We have a Baku. Baku is going to target opponent discards a card from their hand. Okay, pretty solid there. We've got the Axiom. We're actually doing this in the reverse order here. We have Nurture. We've got Red, who I think is a phenomenal card. I think Red's a really good card here, and I apologize if I'm moving a little too fast or kind of shaky on the hands. I've never made a video like this before. We have, is this Kuwat? Kuwat the Dissenter, sacrifice a character in my expedition. I'm actually brewing some sacrifice decks. I think it's pretty interesting, honestly, and I did pull a unique Anubis, which I think had a really neat effect, which I kind of want to pull out and see what I can do, right? The Monolith Legate, which honestly is pretty neat. I like the Bureaucrats a lot. I think the Bureaucrats are going to be a very powerful synergistic tribe within Ordis. I think that this is going to be a pretty good card. And I don't think it's like, I think Robin Hood is a functional stronger card, but this is still a good one. And then we have the Beautiful Meadow, which is the next plant you play, this turn costs 1 less. And there's actually an out-of-faction rare for Beautiful Meadow for Ordis, ironically, that features Bureaucrats. So this could potentially be a very interesting card there as well. We have our Capella Training, Acapella Training, I should say, which, you know, target character gains fleeting. We have the Tiny Gin. Tiny Jin common, which gets put, if it's boosted, gets put into the mana zone. Nice little ramp card there. And then we have the Foundry. Very nice, very nice. Good little Axiom landmark. And then finally, closing it off here, we do have Sig's Mirrored Wingspan, which you saw before, because I kind of, on this first pack, I kind of fumbled the opening a little bit. Now we're going to go to our Kickstarter Beyond the Gates pack here. Going to open it up. This one here is much like stiffer on the back, which is kind of funny. And it's interesting to think that, like, when I'm, like, you know, by myself, I open them so much more effectively. And then here I am struggling to open them. I wish there was a better way to open them without going rare first, but this is what I'm going to do, I guess. We do have the Orders Recruit. We're going to go with here. It is Boom. Fleeting, sacrifice a character, and if you do, discard a target card or permanent. I really like this a lot. We got a nice little rare here. What I will tell you as well is that this card is the one that these cards here are the ones that are printed by Cardamundi. They have a very different feel to them. We have the Lyra Festival. Draw a card at dusk. If you control a fleeting character, an anchored character, and an asleep character, you win the game, which is pretty phenomenal. This would be 3 separate characters because it does say another for each one. Really like the art, and the print quality is just wonderful. We also do have here, we have Intimidation. Return target character or permanent with hand cost 5 or less to its owner's hand. I actually really like Intimidation. I think this is a high quality card. Glad to pull a couple more of those, and it's a nice card. Then we got the Baba Yaga. Draw a card. You gotta love Baba Yaga. I think that's alternate art, possibly alternate art there. Celebration Day. I'm seeing some brewing around the idea of using Celebration Day, and I think that's pretty cool. It also has a rare version of that card as well, which is pretty impactful. The Kraken, a very interesting card. That's basically you sacrifice 2 characters and all regions become water. It's pretty good when you have no stats everywhere except water. Pretty interesting card as well. We have Twinkle Twinkle, kind of putting a character to sleep. We have the Hydrakana here. Okay, Eternal does not go to the reserve and gains 4 boosts at noon. It also gains 4 boosts when it comes out, which is pretty damn solid. The Lyra Navigator. Lyra, I'm still not even sure, to be honest with you. Okay, Shenlong. For those gamers out there that were playing the starter decks, we do have a rare Shenlong in those decks, and this is the common Shenlong. Hooked. I actually really like Hooked. I think it's a cool idea of switching characters between expeditions. Nice little juke move. I actually like the flavor of that card, to be honest with you. We have the Haven Trainee. That's pretty vanilla there. And then, of course, we do have this is a rainbow foil of Arjun and Spike. And as you can see, the visual difference is pretty striking here. They are very, very nice cards, I got to be honest with you. And that's going to take us to our next pack. Another Beyond the Gate pack. So that's pack number 1 down. Let's open up our Beyond the Gates here, and it's funny, on camera here, I'm like struggling to open them. Gotta practice, I guess. Okay, card comes down. This is going to be the Orders Recruit token. We do have the Foundry. That's our second Foundry here, and what I will say is that the actual digital prints, the QR codes are perfectly straight, which is nice. The coloring's nice. Like, they actually look really nice. Like, there's no question, as we look at this rare Baba Yaga here, that the art is fantastic. The actual edges are a little rougher, though. It seems like the cut process of the digital cards are a little different to the Cardamundi ones. And I find that the Cardamundi ones feel a little more refined around the edges, as I actually look at, like, a phenomenal card that I think is literally one of the best cards in the Bravos Blade Dancer. I just love the fact that it's seasoned. I love the fact that it gains boosts. It's just great, and just got to anchor it. Just got to find ways to anchor it, you know? Once it gets a little higher up, of course. And then we have the Dorothy Gale. We have the Ortis Trooper, good old 1/1 Ortis Trooper there. We have the Verdant back, which has Defender, unless you control multiple plants. Much like the Bureaucrats of Ortis, you have the plant archetype of Muna. Esmeralda from Lyra. Mana Channeling, some more ramp for Bravos gamers out there. The Foundry Engineer. Okay. I actually think this is a pretty neat card. The next permanent you play this afternoon gives you 1 cost less, and I like that because, like, this is actually a pretty good tempo play to play out on turn 1, on turn 2, and then take advantage of it later. Although Axiom definitely wants to get some landmarks out pretty early here. Kakoba, Classic Kokoba. Again, starter deck gamers are going to be very familiar with Kokoba's abilities there. We go to the Assembly Overseer. This is as vanilla as it gets. Not very exciting, as I realize my hands were kind of off to the side here. And as you can see, we have non-foiled Aphanis and Senka. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And we're going to go to the next pack here, which is an Altered Beyond the Gates Kickstarter pack. Come on, Alex, open it like a pro. Don't embarrass yourself. I'm telling you, these ones are so much tighter. They're so much harder to open. Here we go. All right, this Kickstarter pack starts with a Mana Convergence. Nothing exciting there. Oh, we have ourselves a unique, a Hydrocana unique. Let's take a close look at it here. If you control one or more landmarks, I am eternal. At noon, you may put a card from your hand in reserve. If you do, target character gains 2 boosts. At dusk, each player draws a card. Very fascinating. Now, the stats obviously are a little lower on this one here. It is a plant. It's a dragon as well. But, you know, I just love pulling uniques. And we got one here during this pack opening. You absolutely love to see it. Let's go. I'm actually really excited about that, to be honest with you. That's pretty good. I know there's a lot of people out there that are interested in, like, rating the quality of the unique. So I'd be interested in your thoughts on if that unique is good or not. Give me a 1 out of 10 in the comment section for what you think that unique is worth there. Then we have characters you control gain 1 boost. This includes tokens, of course. Charge, one of the best abilities for Ortis early on. We have ourselves, oh man, I love this. I love this Alt Art Sneezer Shroom here. This is just beautiful. I think Sneezer Shroom's a really cool card. This has been on my chase list for the longest time. I am so happy I just pulled this. I can't tell you how much I love the Sneezer Shroom art. I think it's so remarkable. I'm very, very happy right now. That is going to get printed. I'm just going to make sure I have multiple copies of that there. We've got the Foundry. This one here, of course, the rare that allows you to draw a card as well. Very good, very good. Okay, the Moonlight Jellyfish. This is definitely a sacrifice target. Let's go. And then we've got ourselves the Ortis Carrier. Classic Ortis Carrier here. The Stargazer. Straight up vanilla. The Coniferal Cone Man. I keep saying it, but it's by far my favorite name to say in Altered. I can say Coniferal Cone Man all day. The Lyra Cloth Dancer. I actually like this card a lot. I think it's pretty flexible, to be honest with you. I like the Lyra Cloth Dancer. I think it's a pretty good disruption piece. We also have the Moona Druid, which allows you to anchor from discarded from the reserve there. Okay, Ada Lovelace. I love the shout out to Ada Lovelace here. Very nice. Red. Is this our second red? I think it is our second red, isn't it? Very nice. And then we got the Sierra Oddball. Gotta love Sierra Oddball. And again, that rainbow foil effect is pretty nice too. Okay. Next pack, we got the Beyond the Gates. First card is, oh, that's a rare foiler. Look at that. Hey, I don't mind that. Maybe I can put that rare foiler on that Sneezer Shroom I just got. Okay, Brass Bug Hub. This is the Ortis version of Brass Bug Hub, which is essentially the same thing. Okay, very nice, very nice. Like that card a lot. Okay, Tanuki. Tanuki, I like this. The rolling from reserve is a pretty unique effect. We don't have many cards that roll from reserve, and this is one of the ones that does so, as I realized I was a little off center there. Okay. It's so awkward opening these cards and like covering a part of it. I hope one day I get better at doing this. We have Inari. This is now to faction rare for Axiom. Okay, allowing you to target permanents and reactivate their triggers. Pretty cool. Decent stats here as well. This is a pretty good card for Axiom, to be honest with you. Okay, Alice. This is as vanilla as it gets, but we do get the discard after you. The Monolith. A fan favorite for Ortis gamers out there. The Bountiful Meadow. This is the second time we've seen a Bountiful Meadow here. It's so awkward picking these up sometimes. Pain Prison. I like Pain Prison a lot. It's very matchup dependent, but I do think it's pretty cool taking a target permanent or character, slapping on top of their deck. You effectively deny a draw while also causing some disruption. A really, really cool card. Okay, Tiny Jin. A little bit of presence on the board, a little bit of mana ramp. Amelia Earhart. Again, super vanilla, but we'll take it. Spycraft. All right. It's a classic starter deck card here for Ysmir. We go with the Spindle Harvesters. I've opened a bunch of cards. I don't think I even have many Spindle Harvesters, so this might actually be one of the first ones I've gotten, ironically. And then, of course, we go with the hero, who's Fen and Crowbar, which, by the way, I do think Fen and Crowbar is probably the best Lyra hero. I think it's awesome. I think this is such a good effect. It's so good. I think it's so good. Next pack, Beyond the Gates Altered Kickstarter Edition. Let's see it. Card number 1, we got a Recruit. Card number 2, ooh, an out-of-faction Brassbug Hive for Ysmir. Oh, I love this. It unfortunately does not have the +1/+1 effect of the actual Axiom rare Brassbug Hive, but Brassbug Hive is just fun. It's just good. So I don't know. I'm kind of interested in seeing what Ysmir can do with it there. We have a Tiny Jin. This is an out-of-faction rare for Muna. Nice. Nice. And honestly, I know I said it before, but the actual fit and finish of the Cardamundi, I think, is a little ahead of the digital print. We have Mowgli. Mowgli is a character druid. 3/0/0 for 2/1. That's pretty interesting. The Ether Shard for Ysmir. At noon, draw a card. Kakoba. That's our second Kakoba. Okay, another Moonlight Jellyfish. We've actually gotten a couple Moonlight Jellyfish. Ride the Bifrost. All characters switch expeditions. You control switch expeditions. Pretty cool. I like the Bifrost. You got to send some love to Heimdall, you know. Nurture. 2 target characters gain +1 boost. Okay, Cloth Cocoon. Not bad. Not bad. Actually, this is a pretty cool disruption. I like this one. I think it's relatively inexpensive. I mean, Banishing Gate is obviously more expensive and just a little easier, but I think it's still pretty good, especially for the cost. We got Atlas, classic Bravos gameplay here. Technical Training. I like activating the enter the expedition effects of multiple cards. Yeah. It's a target permanent, but a Bravos Tracer. This is going to be an alternate art of Bravos Tracer. I think this is like the art that they use to advertise that the Kickstarters could have alternate art, by the way. So, pretty cool. The last one here is going to be, honestly, the best Axiom hero, I believe. In my testing, I think this hero is cracked. It's a shame. Sierra and Oddball, I don't think just does not quite put up a fight against this here. Next pack, we've got 4 more packs to go, and we're going to open up this one here from the base Beyond the Gates Set 1 set. First card is a token. Surprise, surprise. Second card is Sun Wukong, an out-of-faction rare. Target character gains 2 boosts. Okay, not bad. Sun Wukong's not bad. A rare Alice, some improved vanilla stats. Also, after you for Lyra when discarded from the reserve. We did it. We got another unique, a 5/6 Hatter, 4/0/6. Roll a die. I gain X boost where X is the result. Discard from the reserve up to 1 target character with hand cost 3 or less than me gains anchored. Okay, so a very similar effect to what the Hatter originally was, except this one gets boosted with a die roll, while also already being a 4/0/6. That's actually pretty good stats. That's like legit good stats. This might be a really high statted card for Lyra. I think this is good. So once again, in the comment section down below, give me a score 1 to 10 for the Hatter. What do you think? We have Hydrakina and we have the Hatter coming in as our uniques. And that was from a Beyond the Gates booster. Physical Training. Beauty Sleep. I've always liked the 1 cost of Beauty Sleep. I think it can be a game winner sometimes. Dorothy Gale. Gotta love you some Dorothy Gale for Ysmir. Honestly, I'm not even sure how to say this. I'm gonna call him Bob. Yeah, you look pretty good there, Bob. Another Bureaucrat. Dracana. One of these days, I'm going to figure out all the pronunciations. Just not yet. The game's so damn new. The Ouroboros Inkcaster. Okay, pretty cool. When I go to reserve from the Expedition Zone, you may put another card from your reserve to your hand. We got another Atlas. Okay, the Assembly Overseer. This is vanilla. That's another one we've got. We have a couple of those. And then Subhash and Marmo. Okay, Subhash Marmo's pretty good, actually. I think it's... Sierra Oddball is worse than this, I think, overall. Subhash is pretty solid. I'll take that. I'll take a little Subhash here. As we go to our next pack, which is going to be the Kickstarter Beyond the Gates. Token card. Brass Bug. Next card is a Lady of the Lake rare. You love to see it. You love to see it. Next spell you play this turn loses fleeting if discarded from the reserve. Okay, the Ether Shard. Oh, we actually got one of these before. I think we did anyways. Is that a scratch? Oh, that's their hair. I thought there was a scratch on like the card there, but it's not. It's just the hair. Draw a card when it enters, and at noon, draw a card as well. Oh, yeah, we did get this. This might be the out of faction one though. I don't remember what that particular card. Dr. Frankenstein. You may activate the in expedition triggers of the target permanent you control. Okay, very nice for Dr. Frankenstein. Twinkle Twinkle, we got a rare song. I mean, I listen, I like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It's a nice little song. If someone could sing it to me in the comments, I'd appreciate that. Open the Gates, the standard one. 2 Orders recruits in either location. Lady of the Lake. All right. Didn't we just open a rare Lady of the Lake? Man, I got the memory of a goldfish. Robin Hood. Now, this here is a banger bureaucrat. I think this might be one of the best cards in the entire set. Daughter of Yggdrasil, I think, is another one. I think this card is so, so good. And we got an alternate art of it, so that's pretty fun. Robin Hood's cracked. Robin Hood's absolutely cracked. I think it's one of the cards that puts together that bureaucrat strategy. It's just a banger. All in, classic Lyra gameplay here. Roll a die, get the boosts. I have cards piled up all on my keyboard. Kodama, I gain sleep. Okay. Go to sleep, get some good stats. We also have Twinkle Twinkle. Wait, is that the second Twinkle Twinkle from this pack? Honestly, actual goldfish memory at this point. Okay, the Foundry. Okay, I know we've pulled a couple Foundries now. Achilles, tough one, very nice. I actually don't mind that. 5 costed 5/5/5 with tough one. It's not great. I don't think this ever really makes many decks. Maybe it starts to, I don't know. It's kind of early to say like what's going to make and what's not. That strikes me as a bit of a weaker one, but anyways. We got the foil Subhash. Look at that foil. Listen, I'm easily impressed, okay? I like shiny things. I'm sure you do too. We got one more pack for Beyond the Gates and one more pack for the Kickstarter edition. So let's dive in to this one first. And again, if you want to see more, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. I like kind of the idea of opening the different ones and comparing them. I think that's kind of fun. Okay, we have ourselves. This is actually a common foiler. Yay, common foiler. Thank you very much. Okay, we've got, Ogun. Plants you control gain 1 boost. I like plants. I think plants are, very valuable. Okay, Monolith Rune Scribe. Possible QR code snipe there, by the way. If you control a token, resupply. I like resupplying. I think resupply as a mechanic is really interesting in this game. We got another Sneezer Shroom, but it's interesting to say now that this one is the, I don't even know where the other one was to compare, but this is the standard art for the Sneezer Shroom. The other one we had was the alternate art from the Kickstarter. Still really nice, isn't it? I really like it still, but the other one was just such an absolute banger. Okay, Ether Shard. Okay, yeah, we've got multiple Ether Shards here. At noon, draw a card. Okay, Celebration Day. Target expedition can't move forward on this day. Aloe Vera. I see what you did there, designers. I see what you did there. As someone who's Canadian and finds himself down south every once in a while, aloe vera is a very comforting thing at times. All right, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Choose 2 characters from these cards and put them in your expeditions. They gain fleeting. Discard the other ones. That's a powerful 9-costed spell, that's for sure. Rat. We got the rat. Okay, Ganesha. Muna Caregiver. I like the Muna Caregiver. Sometimes you just got to anchor something again, you know? Like the daughter of Yggdrasil getting anchored over and over again. All in. The Gamba gameplay of Alira. And Tasia and Nara. I like Tasia and Nara. I think this is, of the starter heroes, one of the better ones. Very nice. Oh, but no rainbow effect. Big sad. And that takes us to our final Kickstarter Beyond the Gates pack here. Hoping for something crazy here. We can hope, we can dream. All right, let's see what we got. And we have ourselves a common foiler. Okay, teamwork training from Ortis. Pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. I like this one. I like this card. I think it's pretty cool disruption. Parvati. Again, we like that anchored on Muna for sure. Okay, the Sandman. Actually, this is beautiful art. This is not alternate art, but I just like the Sandman. I think it's a really beautifully drawn image. Kudos to the artist here. Remarkably well done. Okay. Oh, we were just talking about the daughter of Yggdrasil. This one being an Axiom out of faction rare. Target opponent draws a card. But look at those stats. Look at these damn stats. Can you not see why I love this card? Look. Look at how big these stats are. Oh, man. Ortis Trooper. Not stats. Spycraft. The Monolith Legate. Hathor. I've come to appreciate Hathor. I think there's some good combo play with Hathor being discarded, bring something back to your hand. There's some combo stuff there. The son of Yggdrasil. We had the daughter, now we have the son. Apparently the son's not as rare. 3 Little Pigs. I think we started with the 3 Little Pigs rare for this video. Intimidation. I'm intimidated. I'm intimidated making this video right now. The Axiom Salvager. And which hero is it going to be that finishes out this video? It is Lindeway and Ma. Lindeway? I don't know. Lindeway and Ma. I don't know. I'll learn how to say this eventually. But you can actually see, if you look carefully, it's a really nice foil effect. It is a really nice foil effect. The cards look really nice. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you'd like to see more, let me know as well. And I'd love to see your ratings on those uniques that we pulled earlier in the video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on that next one.